Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, California Weather Watch. Today is November 20th. Up very early this morning here. Want to give a quick update. We're going to go out and check out some damage here across the Pacific Northwest. We have been absolutely hammered by the storm here across western Washington. So I'm just going to try to get this out really quickly because we have some extreme flooding concerns for California. It's been raining off and on, mostly on, from yesterday afternoon all the way into the current time frame, and you can see this atmospheric river is relentless. We have high risk for extreme flooding for some portions, a lot of moderate and slight risk as well. This is going to continue over the next few days. We still have snowfall falling for the higher elevations, and we'll take a look at some of the snow levels here in a moment as well. And again, we just have extreme amounts of precipitation that be running over the area for the next few days. So we have additional storm development likely as we go through this upcoming week towards this weekend that will probably start to affect portions of central and southern California as well. So taking a look here at the Doppler radar starting, if I stop this here, you can see this is from yesterday afternoon. And as we scroll all the way on in through last night and on through this morning, you could see just the relentless plume of precipitation moving in towards Northern California. It is now approaching some of the Bay Area, as you can see. So there is some flooding potential, mainly Bay Area northward, some of the Sacramento Valley. We're targeting burn scar areas. Again, the Park Fire was one of the largest fires in California history, and that is under the gun. And again, a relentless atmospheric river continues. And this is last night's European model run. There's California, Hawaiian Islands, the bottom left is the Pacific Ocean. I'm going to put this into motion, and you can see this just absolutely relentless atmospheric river. Say it again. And you can see it continue to pour into the state. Additional mid-latitude cyclone development, powerful storm moving again up towards the Pacific Northwest as we go through Thursday and Friday. And then eventually this starts to move down across some of central California as we go in through very late Friday night and into Saturday. And then we're going to have additional storm development. Models have been in very good agreement with bringing another storm right smack dab in towards the Bay Area, atmospheric river potential down into portions of central and southern California. And some heavy precipitation is possible with that one as well, and we'll be going over that again in some more detail tomorrow. And right now, there still are winter storm warnings. We got winter weather advisories, we got high surf advisories, we got storm warnings, flood advisories. You name it, we got it here across much of northern California, mainly north of the Bay Area for now. And you can see there are wind advisories right now and surf advisories all the way down towards the central coast. There's even red flag warnings out here for portions of Reno and just off of the east slopes of the Cascades. And if I click on that, this goes through all the way on in through 7 p.m. Wednesday. I believe today is Wednesday here. I'm losing track of days. I was out all day yesterday here, and again, we were trapped by some trees out there, so we had a hard time getting out. But you can see some low relative humidities and some southwest winds to 35 miles per hour do include some of the red flag warnings. So check it out and pause that, or go ahead and click NOAA.gov to check out your individual locations. So as you can see, the rare high risk is still up for portions of Northern California, moderate all the way into Oregon, including some of the Park Burn Scar area, I believe, and the slight risk encompasses much of the area and marginal down towards the Bay Area. Here is day 3, again some moderate for the west slopes, the Cascades, and for the Sierra Nevada as we go on into Friday to Saturday morning, and then there's Saturday through Sunday, and finally maybe some relief at the end of the tunnel. But don't get too complacent because we have additional storms rolling in that'll be affecting places further south. Now, some pretty strong wording about the precipitation amounts here. This is the excessive rainfall discussion, and I'm going to scroll down here and just kind of highlight this. Storm total amounts 12 to 16 plus, given a lot of portions of Northwest California. So yeah, high risk flood area, folks. This is the real deal. And I think 80+% of the fatalities and the major damage and slides and whatnot occur during some of the high risk. Now, if I put this into motion, this is last night's European model run. These are 3-hour clicks we're doing here, and it's already been raining, much of the day yesterday, all the way through today. You don't need me to tell you that if you're across portions of Northern California. So put that into motion. You see the plume just continues to target areas all the way through tonight. This is Wednesday night. Then we go on into Thursday morning. Just absolute intense precipitation just continues. Starts to include the Bay Area at times. Another strong storm system moves up towards the Pacific Northwest. And with that, we're going to bring bring some warmer air as we go through Friday morning and bring those snow levels 7, 8, maybe a little bit higher with that one. And then we point this atmospheric river at the Bay Area as we go through the day Friday. You can see it hanging up for a bit there as well. We got to really watch out for that. Could cause some flooding concerns. Also, Central Coast. And then this slides down across the Sierra Nevada and potentially towards Southern California. But then we have the next round here, and we really got to watch this one for some strong winds. And again, another round of some very heavy precipitation. Central, Southern California, perhaps next up as we go on in for the weekend and on into early next week. So taking a look at some wind speeds here. Again, the atmospheric river is going to be hung up. There's going to be some very strong winds in the coast, some of the higher terrain, even some gusty winds up the Sacramento Valley, the Bay Area under the gun as we go through the next couple of days. And again, that next strong system is going to bring another round of very strong winds to the coastal areas. We go through Thursday night into Friday. You see the winds just hanging out as we go. And then the next storm system develops as we go on into this weekend. No rest for the weary. Things are getting hot and heavy here across much of the state as we go through the weekend. And total precipitation in inches, this is just on top of things that have already fallen. This was last night's North American model, but you can see as we go through the day and morning today, just absolutely intense amounts of precipitation continuing. Some of that trying to reach down towards the Bay Area there, and then we scroll out. This is only 60 hours out. This is just Friday morning from now, or from last night until Friday morning. Some of this has already fallen. Now, looking at the European, this is last night's as well. If I scroll through here, again, kind of an agreement there with some huge amounts as we go through very late Thursday night. Now we're into Friday morning. Here we go through the day Friday and this weekend. You can see this start to creep down the central coastline, some heavy precipitation, and maybe including Southern California. That's when the European model there ends. And, this could upgrade here over the next few days as well. But this is just ridiculous. The Park Burn Scar area is right here. And again, we're going to be training precipitation over the same areas as we go towards this weekend. I showed you the wind speeds here, a little bit of housekeeping. Snow is still flying across the higher terrain. And as we go on through the day today, it's going to creep down towards Lake Tahoe. And then we're going to eventually start to move that down across the rest of the Sierra Nevada for the most part as we go towards this weekend. And who knows what's going to happen after that. We'll continue to monitor that. I'll do a more thorough briefing for tomorrow morning. I just want to get this out and just kind of keep people abreast of what is going on. A 6 to 10 day, below normal here, much the west coast, with above average signal as we go. But yeah, look at this storm out here. Just meteorological perfection there yesterday. This is probably the deepest low pressure that's ever developed here in recorded history off the coast of the Pacific Northwest. And you can see it's cold air all the way from Alaska. Its tongue almost, a parallel or just north of the Hawaiian Islands. California, atmospheric river, big winds across much of the Pacific Northwest. Just an absolute monster out here over the Northeast Pacific Ocean. And as I mentioned yesterday, they're calling it the Northeast Pacific Vortex, this entire system out here. So steering that atmospheric river. Anyway, I'll get this out pretty quickly. Sorry for the little bit of maybe unprofessional of a briefing here this morning, but we'll go over this in more detail tomorrow as I get home and things calm down a little bit up here. So anyway, hope you guys are having a good day. Otherwise, click like and subscribe, and we'll do this all again tomorrow.